Luna, Corey Irvin, Sergio Mora, Claudia Trejos, and the golden boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, you must be enjoying Cancun. What a lovely place to host a fight. Thank you so much for joining us, Oscar. What an awesome place to host a fight here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's so loud in here, I can't hear. My gosh, what an incredible night. Cancun Boxing, DAZN. It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, look, we have a terrific main event. It's going to be an incredible rematch. Tevin Farmer is such a throwback. I love his style. I love his power, his enthusiasm, his demeanor. William Zepeda is in for a treat. I'm telling you right now, if William Zepeda is not 100%, we might see an upset.
Wow. But let's talk about big fights, because we have awesome fights coming up in the next couple of weeks, starting with May 2nd, and you're going to have a fight at Times Square.
Right.
Let's talk about that. How exciting is it?
It's unlike anything boxing has ever seen. We're literally shutting down Times Square. We're putting a ring on the street for 500,000 people to watch. Maybe more. Depends if you have binoculars or not. But imagine Times Square, billboards everywhere with DAZN, The Ring, Golden Boy, Ryan Garcia. I mean, Rollies. It's going to be phenomenal.
Oscar, before we go any further, Ryan Garcia, we're all excited. Huge comeback in Times Square, but he's been gone for a year after the suspension. I got to put you against the ropes. You know I do that very well.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts? What do you expect of Ryan on his comeback?
My expectations for Ryan is as if he didn't take a day off. I think that Ryan is so determined to come back and show the world who he really is. And that sometimes takes over. Your mentality sometimes takes over your physical body. Meaning, when he goes up inside that ring, it doesn't matter how long he's been off. It's gonna matter how mental stable he is, how much he wants it. And I believe you. Believe me when I say this. Ryan Garcia wants it more than ever.
And we know who also is coming back. Devin Haney, after he took a massive loss against Ryan Garcia. And we've talked about that. Coming back physically is one thing, but mentally, how is he going to recover after that beatdown?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about with Ryan Garcia. Physically, he's going to be okay. Now, Devin Haney, mentally, how does he come back after a devastating knockout, after a devastating loss to Ryan Garcia just a year ago? I feel that Ramirez is going to do a number on Devin Haney.
Wow.
We're not going to see Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney too. I believe Ramirez will stop the show. I believe Ramirez will do a number on Devin Haney.
Wow, listen, if you're that excited about Ramirez, I'm excited about Arnold Barbosa with the momentum that he has, and Teofimo Lopez. They've been stealing the show as far as the press conference, but stylistically and momentum-wise, I think that's going to be the fight of the night.
And I'm with you there, Sergio. This fight with Barbosa is going to be an incredible, all-action, a lot of emotion type of fight. I believe that Teofimo Lopez is one of the best fighters out there in the world, bar none. He's coming in, showing the world who he is. He's outspoken, he's flamboyant. I love that about him, but is he gonna perform on May 2nd? He's performing outside the ring, but is he gonna perform inside the ring against a tough Barbosa?
And you saw the little scuffle in the press conference. You were in the middle of all that. How bad is that blood?
It's bad blood. It reminds me of De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas in a way. I believe that Teofimo Lopez is so charged up, it might go against him.
I thought you were going to say De La Hoya versus Mayorga, but that's a good one too.
That's a very good one. And
but
so go ahead.
The energy that Teofimo has, can he control it? Can he stabilize it? Because Barbosa is going to come with everything May 2nd.
I got to talk about my ladies. Gabriela Fundora, April 19th, and this is is her first time as a main event. And as always, before you go anywhere, thank you for always supporting the ladies.
Always.
What are your thoughts on this young lady? One of the youngest undisputed ever.
The youngest undisputed champion ever in the world, man or woman. Look, one thing about Golden Boy, we love supporting women's fights. We're equality. We are all about supporting women's fights. And we feel we have the best women fighter on the planet today. I love Amanda Serrano. I love Katie Taylor. And they put on some amazing, amazing shows in front of millions of people. But Fundora, trust me, fundamentally, skill-wise, I have Fundora on top of the food chain.
And one of the best nicknames in boxing as well, Sweet Poison, by the way.
Yes.
One of the best volume punchers in all of boxing, I think,
I love
regardless
it.
of gender. Speaking of that, we're going to see one of them in the main event, too, in William Zepeda taking on Tevin Farmer. Oscar, we know what was at stake before the first fight. It was leading towards the fight against Shakur Stevenson. How much is at stake for Zepeda in this fight?
Well, everything's at stake. Look, I had a great talk with Zapeda before he fought Tevin Farmer in Riyadh. I said, before you get in with Shakur, before you want to get in with the elite, you have to go through Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer's a gatekeeper. Tevin Farmer's a fighter who is going to stop you in your tracks, whatever plans you have. So I feel that this fight tonight is going to be even tougher for William Zepeda. He has to be on his game tonight.
And before we let you go, you've been in the game for a long time, and we just lost one of the great ones, a Big George. May he rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But you had a chance to know him
Oh yeah.
and exchange. What are your thoughts?
Look, George Foreman obviously was one of those fighters that if he was fighting today, he would be the best in the world in the heavyweight division easily. But more importantly, George Foreman, yes, was a great fighter inside the ring. But outside the ring, he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, he was.
He was a teddy bear. I remember when I first turned pro, he looked at me and he said, while he was eating a cheeseburger, he told me, Oscar, you're going to be a pay-per-view star. And he was right.
And both of you got won and represented the country and the gold medal. I mean, what you guys did was amazing. What you guys did was amazing.
Awesome. Oscar, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for the great event.
Let's
We
go.
got world title fight
Let's
next.
go. Let's go. Cancun. Let's go.
Let's get to it. Oscar De La Hoya, everyone. We've got a title unification bout.